So, I mean, today's the day. Today's the day that I, decided I'm gonna pursue my dream, and this is it. This is my dream. My dream was always to become a YouTuber or a streamer. Whatever. I wanted to do something online because I feel like I grew up in this era, and I feel like down the line in my 30s or 40s or whatever, I would really regret it if I never attempted it. So I don't want to live in regret. So, with that being said, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is XVR300. Before anything, I would like to say the 300 in my name because I feel like there might be just one person who's curious. Um, but the 300 in my name was because, or is because my first car was a Chrysler 300, and that's it. There's no real like deep meaning behind it. It was just my first car, and yeah. But with that out the way, I would like to say that I'm a pretty self-aware individual. And the reason for me saying that is because, I turned 22 this year and I started to realize I was following society's rules. What I mean by that is I was okay with going to school, then going to college, getting a job that I'm not passionate about, and being there for like 40 years or whatnot. And once I realized that, I knew I needed to do something that made me feel like I have a purpose. Don't get me wrong, I feel like I'm doing good right now. Um, Honestly, I am doing good right now. I'm still young. I'm fortunate enough to be able to still live in my parents' house. Uh, I have a lot of time, but how many more years can I keep saying, I have time, I have time, I have time? Because, I haven't been working for that long. I mean, well, I've started working, 14, 15, in the summer with my parents, and I was full time working like 16, 17, and I really didn't start paying any bills until like 19. So I didn't really grasp the meaning of money. I still kind of don't know the whole meaning of money, or take into consideration what some things might cost, that whole thing. I'm young, like I said, I'm just spending. But recently I made the decision that I'm going to start investing, and that that means investing in me, investing in the people, my like my friendships are, they're really close to me, my relationships with people, everything. And obviously investing in money too. I want to have my money make money. But anyways, so like I said, I'm young. I have a lot of time. And I've been wanting to do this for years, but I never thought I could because I would always get into my head a lot and talk myself out of it. Always being on social media every year, there's someone that blows up, and I've seen so many people on social media become successful, and they're all different ages. And who doesn't want to be successful? So for me, it was easy to just get this going. I've always wanted to create content, whether that's playing video games, streaming, vlogging, whatever. Obviously, I knew the money would come if I was successful, but even if it didn't, I just loved playing video games. I won't sugarcoat anything. I really am doing this because I know I can shed some light on stuff, and what I mean by that is I can shed light the stuff like I've experienced. Like I said, I'm still young, but I feel like I've experienced more than a normal 22-year-old would have. But I also would love to make this my job. Start traveling the world, meeting new people, which is honestly kind of crazy saying that as an introvert. Um, I feel like that might be a little tough because I can literally just stay in my room playing video games all day. But anyways, uh, I was growing up. I always play video games. I really like, especially Call of Duty. I really grasped onto Black Ops 2. I think that's where I started like being good. I had like a 1.79 KD, which was pretty good for me. Um, and I was a part of this trick shotting slash sniping clan, and we thought we were gonna be the next phase. It unfortunately didn't work out, but ever since then I had this fire in me that never went out. I tried to put that fire out because I never thought it was something I can do, but every time I thought about making a YouTube channel, I talked myself out of it, just making up a bunch of reasons why I can never do it and telling myself that it's all a fantasy, or I'm too boring, I sound weird, not good at video games, whatever the case may be. I was, and I still kind of am to this day, my biggest enemy. But now it's changed because I decided to say fuck it and make this channel. My goals for this channel is to document my journey to try this out in full force, and hopefully I can show my kids this one day to show them where my mindset was at this time of my life. And I honestly, wholeheartedly want to become financially free. And that's another reason why I'm making this, because I want this to be my job. I will talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Um, you know, it'll be a lot of stuff, whether it's relationships, college, work life, my opinions on whatever's, going around in the news, which is honestly recently, if you live in America and the news, it's been kind of crazy. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, I'll be talking about a whole bunch of stuff while there's like some Call of Duty or Minecraft gameplay in the background. That is actually another thing I want to address, or not address per se, but talk about, because there might be one person who might be curious. I do play a lot of games. Typically, it is COD, any COD really, and Minecraft. But there might be a variety of games in the background other than just those two. But yeah, this is this is it. I know people are probably thinking like, what does this 22-year-old know that we don't, or what possible advice can he give to me? And honestly, what I say to that is, I feel like you should always go into anything you do in life open minded. Never take people's advice to heart, what people say, or what you might hear from other sources about anything, whether it's negative or positive. I like to take things people say to me, or from whatever I hear, with a grain of salt, and I like to form my own opinions after I listen or see for myself. And second of all, I really can't say I had a role model growing up. There was definitely people I admired because they had certain characteristics, whether that was in real life or on the internet. But I personally feel like when I was 14, 18, even like 19, there was no one around me, or even on the internet, that talked about real life problems and the struggles of becoming an adult. I mean, maybe there probably was, I just didn't see them at the time, but that's the way I saw it. um and I'm not saying I need someone to hold my hand. Like, I've obviously heard people say like, oh, adulthood comes fast, get ready to work and pay bills and stuff like that, but that part was obvious to me. The other parts that people, or the other parts that were confusing as I was growing up, no one really seemed to talk about. All the stuff that you go through in your early 20s, or that transformation between high school and then after high school and like adulthood. Like, I feel like there was just like I said, there might have been somebody, but I didn't find them at least. um and I just want to be that person that I didn't have at that age, because if I can make one person change their ways or set them on the right path to success, then I'm happy. One person who has really inspired me to even make this channel was a fellow named Y Learn. He's a few years older than me. He talks about, the same stuff I plan on talking about. He's honestly like my biggest inspiration. Obviously, it's the same stuff, but we have different experiences with like relationship, work, finance, whatever. Um, but yeah, I would 100% recommend checking him out. He talks about a lot of different stuff. He has a lot of crazy stories, and it's all being said while there's some nostalgic Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. He's constantly dropping nukes. um yeah, he is the man, and he's honestly an inspiration not only to me but countless others. If you guys have the time, like I said, please check him out. I would highly recommend it. You can learn a lot from him. But yeah, that's basically a summary of my plans for this channel. I do plan on uploading once a week. I haven't decided what day specifically, just because I still am working 9 to 5. But I am excited to see where this goes. And like I said before, I hope I can inspire you all just to chase your dreams. It's never too late. Luckily for me, I am starting at a pretty good age, I would like to say. But even if you're older, don't let your age slow you down. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to chasing your dreams, age is just a number. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Much love. Peace.